Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your September 2017 Astro Tarot forecast. My name is Charla from astrological. This month we are seeing all the action of the eclipse that took place on August the 21st in the sign of Leo at 29 degrees. This really brought about an ending for you. 29 degrees is the last leg of something. It is something that you needed to wrap up related to legalities, academics, transportation, people located at a distance, perhaps even publishing projects. This is something that's going to result in an ending with your home and family sector, perhaps even your location. And in that first week of September, you're going to see all of this chaos and conflict come up because Mercury is retrograde still during that first week and is going to cross that eclipse degree. And then Mars is going to hammer in on that eclipse degree on September the 4th. It's going to bring all these things to light. And it is go time then. It is go time in bringing about these endings. And maybe some of you are suddenly having to reach out to other people with matters related to children and academics, matters related to romantic relationships and legalities even. All of the pressure is coming towards your favor though. So I feel like if you can just hang on and get through this situation, karma is working out in your favor with Saturn in your sign and that eclipse widely trined your sign. So it's pinging, that eclipse is pinging Saturn and it's pinging Uranus. So this is a sudden transformation for you. Sudden karmic dilemma you may find yourself in, but you're going to make headway. You're going to come out of it. And when Mercury turns direct and runs back over that eclipse degree on September 10th and 11th, you're going to push forward in sorting out all of this information, and you're going to really start to make new beginnings there, probably by September the 20th, when a new moon in Virgo appears in your 10th house of career and lifestyle and location. This moon is very cool because Venus is going to now hit that eclipse degree. So you're going to start feeling better about your lifestyle. You're going to start feeling better about your home and family. And with Venus pinging Uranus in your 5th house, this is about surrounding yourself with love, your inner child, your children. You're going to find ways to come out on top because it's going to trine Saturn in your sign too. So suddenly you're going to start feeling a little bit of relief, I think, from Saturn. You still have a ways to go. You're still going to be feeling some pressures there between yourself and parents and partners all the way until December, with Saturn staying in Sagittarius until then. And then you're going to need to sort out your finances. So I think for some of you, this could even be, changes in your living situation. Perhaps someone is moving in and out of the home. Perhaps there are family court matters that need to be wrapped up. Perhaps you're traveling to see family. Perhaps some of you are leaving your relationships. All of these things are coming forward, and it's going to take about 6 months of adjustment. And I can tell you there's another phase coming in February, and from February the forward. So hang on there in this sector as you begin to really redefine how you are learning how to deal with more responsibility and be more independent in your life, and how you are dealing with these certain legalities. You do have the upper hand here. That is fire energy. You are fire. It's going to work out in your favor, Sagittarius. So keep that in mind. I'm going to go right into your card reading now, and I have the oracles already laid out for you, Sagittarius. And this is going to really determine the underlying emotional factors for the month of September. I want to remind you the cards are a reflection of consciousness, and we do have free will to change things, but this is the reflection of consciousness per all of the collective Sagittarians energy today, present at this time that I'm doing this reading. Again, it can take 6 months to develop, so if you do not see all of the results of this in September, you may want to come back to this video and watch again. So I see something suddenly arising for you. Something that brings about a sense of passion, of fire, even of anger. This could be brought about by that solar eclipse, and I feel like it's going to be sort of a depressing situation regarding a relationship. Perhaps even a past relationship, or one where you were able to feel a sense of innocence there, where you were able to connect with someone, like you didn't even have to be in the same room with someone to be able to connect to them. But I feel like all of this is happening for a reason here. I feel like over the next month, you're really going to be able to find a new avenue in your relationship, perhaps even with your family relationships here. And so that is what I see unfolding. I feel like in love, this situation of feeling like you're bound may take place over the winter, but I feel like there's something good. You're going to find the passion of life again. I feel like you're going to be able to nurture yourself and through this sudden event, and you're going to come out on top here in the situation, especially regarding relationships. Now I'm going to take out the tarot cards now, and we're going to see the mundane events surrounding these underlying emotional factors. I feel like some of you haven't felt fulfilled in relationships for quite some time, and I've seen that for Sagittarius in previous readings and in private readings for others. And I feel like even though you feel like you've been left out in the cold and there are dark times here concerning financial matters, I feel like you're going to be victorious in the month of September. I feel like you're going to make a heavy decision, a Saturn-related decision about a romantic relationship. I feel like there is an influence of home and family here, of aggression, and of feeling like you have something stable, or you have people behind you that are stable in these situations. And definitely a romantic relationship or someone you had felt a soulmate connection with is now upside down, because we have 2 cards denoting that in your own emotional unfulfillment. So I feel like this is about you really trying to move forward and find a way to overcome grief, loss, and betrayal. And it's going to happen. I feel like the fires are going to start burning in you, almost like smoldering, I feel like, for you over the winter months. I feel like matters related to new beginnings with money may take some time. I feel like you're going to become unbound by those who have held illusions and lies over you. People who have held things over your head and manipulated certain situations, those are going to come to an end, or that is going to be what burns, what builds this fire of betrayal and loss that you're feeling. And I feel like by that new moon, you are ready to begin again. Some of you are working with payouts and balancing your debt-income ratio in this matter, and you're turning inward to the home or the mother, someone who is nurturing you, giving you support in this situation. I feel like a lot of you are going to be able to profit from sneaking around in relationships regarding money. I know that sounds terrible, but perhaps if you're in the middle of a divorce, there's something to gain there. The crone is here. This is saying to use wisdom, to be, on your toes, to be aggressive, because she always reminds me of the sign of Leo. Also, there was a lion, and this does denote this eclipse, and we have the sun here also. So perhaps some of you are dealing with very aggressive females and feeling trapped in this situation also, and feeling like there's a matter of money that is at stake. I feel like there is an aggressive female here, but I feel like she has had to cover up certain decisions that she has made because she has felt left out in the cold. If you are a male Sagittarius, you may just be feeling like you are emotionally unfulfilled in a relationship, and you're wishing you could go back to a past relationship, but you're thinking that matters of home and family are more important right now, and that is what you have to turn to. I feel like you're going to go aggressively after matters related to money. I feel like there are going to be some battles here, perhaps between you and organizations in regard to money, or you and people who have lied to you in the past, who have held illusions over your head, who have been unfair, who have manipulated certain situations here. And I feel like there are going to have to be monies that are recalculated pertaining to the home and family, and that may take some time before you're able to maybe even move. I feel like there's a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces male here who may, there's something that you need to revisit with this person, maybe even perhaps related to someone that you're working with home and family. Like there's some sort of situation to sort out perhaps with this person, but I feel like there is support there. For some of you, you could be moving towards a love relationship with an older Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or this is a person who's going to help you over time with home and family situations. I feel like some of you have tried everything in regard to situations of the balance of give and take in relationships, perhaps even coming up at that new moon in Virgo on September the 20th. And so this is, you're feeling like you're going back maybe to a situation that's just a never-ending situation, but you're trying to really work out conflicts related to home and family here, and feeling like, your home and family foundation has been disrupted, like you had tried everything and it just wasn't working. And I I feel like, maybe there's something you need to sort out with your mother regarding this balance of give and take and home and family foundation and home and family conflicts and conflicts with groups even. But I feel like this is a new beginning for your home and family. There's something new here that's going to thrive and grow. I feel like there's travel here. There's a lot of communication going on with your family, perhaps even at a distance. And I feel like some of you are walking away from a relationship. I feel like there could be some legalities here. High Priestess is here reversed. It's saying something's coming to light. There's a truth coming to light through communication and new opportunities for growth here. New opportunities in career. This is new opportunities that you can have with home and family also, and you're figuring this out. Even though there's conflicts, and sorting things out around you, you're going to be able to have the support you need, and you're going to be able to move forward. I want to go back up here and use the Tarot Marchetti deck. And let's see, yeah, this is a storm in relationships, Sagittarius. I'm sorry to say that. This is some obstacles here. I feel like a very male energy in communication with money, in which there have been illusions and lies, and someone is almost like the devil in a situation regarding how they have tried to manipulate situations with money and finances here, and packaging it under a package of love is the sense that I am getting here. It's saying that there's a bridge that needs to be crossed here in making a decision to perhaps uncover certain things in this situation, or working with an aggressive female figure. If you are an older Sagittarius, this is about you making decisions regarding invitations and father figures even here, or mother figures. If you're younger Sagittarius, this could be you receiving invitations from your parents to travel in a certain direction, and you are riding out towards this direction, but I feel like you have a lot of regrets. Nevertheless, there is money to be gained here, and it's going to take you the winter, and I feel like you're going to have this fire building underneath you. And so even if there is a sense of loss here, there's also a sense of victory and a need to look deeper within a relationship even. You've got to look at the fine print and about this relationship, especially in matters to legalities or communication. It's like a lot of people are talking about your relationship even, but I feel like there's a new direction coming. There's such a need. There's either been abuse or there's been a need to whip something into shape. I feel very Scorpio-like energy here, and it's saying that, the timing has to be right for this legal situation. And I'm feeling like if you're a female side, you're just not ready. You weren't ready for this storm. You weren't ready for these obstacles. You weren't ready for overturns regarding home and family foundation, especially matters even involving a child or your inner child in home and family related matters that have to do with money. And so I feel like all of these things are coming forward by the end of the month here. You are going to find yourself, tied up with these legal situations and moving on towards home and family foundation and nurturing and security, perhaps even with a mother figure, or if you are the mother, you're going to find new ways to support your family. And I think that's going to take place over 6 months, but I feel like it's getting started here. All these things that you didn't want to face, Sag, in the month of September, they are happening here. I feel like there is money to be had. For those of you that this relates to creative projects, I feel like perhaps some of you are having to go on and travel for this creative project, and you're feeling like you're not going to be able to get that old relationship off the ground anymore, even though you wanted to. I feel like the timing is just off, and I feel like as some of you, there's such a sense of regret here. So maybe you're going to write to this person and say, I wish things could have been differently, could have worked differently. Perhaps they will. This is for those of you in an older relationship. If this is a newer relationship, I feel like this is going to be a long, drawn-out process, because someone has been behaving like either they've been cheating on you, or there's a lack of difference in faith and your faith foundation, perhaps even within the relationship. I just feel like there's a sense of loss with this person, a sense of sadness, and I feel like commitment is now gone. The trust factor is now gone. in this relationship. So I'm going to pull some advice cards for you guys. What is your advice for Sagittarius in September? Oh, the owl. And this is Puea. This is a card very important to my heart. It's a Hawaiian owl. And this talks about hidden factors. And it also talks about spirit is guiding you. It's even guiding you to float along behind the scenes until you can gain the advantage here. And the card actually says your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now. So pay close attention to signs and omens from them. They are guiding you through this family situation, Sagittarius. They are guiding you to the light. And even though you feel like an orphan now, even though things may not be going the way that you want them to now, you're going to find a way to come out on top, because all of this is happening for a reason. And, you know, owls come out at night. They are nocturnal, and you have got to be the owl in the situation and allow people to think whatever they want while you sort of go into hiding and work your craft or work behind the scenes to build yourself up in a way where you are going to be successful in the future, where you are going to have a successful career, where you're going to have a successful outcome. And you're going to do this through a lot of communicating, through working with spirit, and getting back on your spiritual path, Sagittarius. That's so exciting for you. I feel like you're not quite excited just yet. You're feeling so trapped and bound by the situation. But it's saying use wisdom here. Use wisdom. And spirit has come in for you. They have come for you. And I know some of you may not be Christians, but it reminded me of a Bible verse where it talks about spirit bringing us back to the fold. And that is really what has happened here. And I think I've talked to you guys for several months about getting back on your spiritual path. And so while it may not seem like the path that you wanted, something very good is going to come from it. And you are going to discover a truth and a new opportunity that you never imagined before. So I wish you guys the best in the month of September, Sagittarius. Take care.